from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Quickly to the air is Wilson. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now Herbert following the turnover, sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he will fumble. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive. Up past the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game. and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Chargers had 8 and 3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. Good touchdown number 8 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver's offense now set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I don't want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. They needed 5 on 3rd down. He ends up getting 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits?
Touchdown, Chargers! Deebo Samuel from 17 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. No thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a solid run down inside the 30. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point safely through. And the route is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here. First and 10.
Ready up.
Go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Ridley. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyler Beatty with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. This pass complete to Melton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Hawkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Quick slant complete to Melton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Beatty with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They're ready to kick it off. Here's Mevis. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And too much juice. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season?
Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll try and run some clock here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Wilson on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. To throw again is Wilson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Chargers, they continue to make their case for the